6 bars since I'm going to
You remember them?
Nah.
Come on, you remember them.
You laughing, but I never understood why nobody redid this beat.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Hey, what's the 411, man? What's the 411? I got it going on. Well, I be cool on this shit. The nigga from last year, Jabos hanging back. He tell me he'll figure
Top 5
Take
movies.
I'm doing lovely in all sports, my nigga. Yo, niggas don't get Booba's credit. Ever, right? I'm not gonna ask y'all where y'all put Grand Booba, but Grand Booba should be. He should be out here. I shot the sheriff and the motherfucking deputy. Oh. Yeah, but I understand why niggas don't really. I get it. But you know what? Listen to this beat, right? And actually, let me cut it off after this. But today, where melodies are, like in hip hop, and all of that beat, low vocal line, this seems like a very obvious beat for somebody to just take it to. Do they not know this beat?
Right. You know what I'm noticing too? A lot of the high producers now are really
Berg, if you're listening,
know about it.
Berg gonna do this in like 4 years. He always take my shit that I thought of man long ago.
He gonna take it tomorrow and play it for you when we get to LA.
Listen to Mary.
Mary got over.
Hold up. That's the same shit you did with Pam, nigga?
I'm not having that. No, I'm not having that.
What y'all thought Mary was having it?
Evidence suggested years later that Mary was having it.
Mary definitely had it. Yeah, for sure. Mary, you had it.
But rappers, they lie in their rhymes, so you can't really get mad at her.
But we love Auntie Mary, so.
Yo, Mary would have to be in. Unfortunately, one of my biopics that I'm dying to see. Jodeci I don't want to see a Mary one. I want to see a Jodeci one.
I think Jodeci. I think that might be actually. That might be in the works. I think Jodeci might be in the works. If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be already.
You are spilling some exclusive shit that your brother told you.
No.
I think he's executive producer.
I think it is. No bullshit. I think the Joe.
Telling
Huh? That's what I'm telling you. The Jodeci shit that's happening.
Fam. What? Oh, I can't even kill VH1 right now.
Yeah, that's happening.
Well, the Whitney Houston documentary is coming out. It's not a biopic, but it's a doc.
VH1 can't do fucking a Jodeci biopic.
They smoked the New Edition one.
No, New Edition.
Oh, that was BET, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, Viacom.
It's kind of just... No, it's not the same thing, but it's Viacom, but BET is the black, independently kind of rant. I wouldn't have trusted VH1. Well, they run as an independent. They're like the stepchild to Viacom. Turn to VH1 and look at the programming and the quality of it, and then turn to BET.
Oh, that's budgeting. And the people they want to hire.
But my point is, I don't know if I would watch on VH1 or if I would have trusted it to be that great.
Listen, man, I watched that bump.
Wait, didn't VH1 fuck one up? Who was fucking up all the biopics? It was VH1.
Who did the Aaliyah one? Because that was super trash.
Wasn't that VH1? Save on. Find out who did that one.
I don't think it was them.
I have yet to even introduce this podcast. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 171. I'm your host, Joe Budden, alongside my good friend Small Parks, Rory Erickson, and Savon. Let me shout out to everybody listening at work. Here's a gunshot for y'all. Let me shout out to all of the YouTube viewership. Salute, I appreciate you. Hit subscribe and all of that shit. Now, oh yeah. I'm
Really? No, Joe Budden. No, Bobby, that's not.
Yo, so when I was telling somebody, I don't remember who that, when Lexington got older, that I would do a new drop. Or a little older, to replace this. That's horrible, but I would do it. I won't even say why it's horrible.
No, but without the backstory, it's a good drop.
It's a great drop.
Yeah, it's branded now. You can't.
That is a great drop. I don't think
Lex gotta do like Trey's drops.
Or until then, how about we just have our listeners that have young kids submit their kids doing the drops for the show.
Strategic.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
That was Ball's first good idea.
That's an air horn right there.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I take that back. You've had a few good ideas. I'm not.
Ball's idea was the barber chairs for our lives.
No, Maul
That's a
has
great idea.
Maul's problem is he comes up with great ideas and disappears. He just says something
like 2 years.
Or
no, you haven't.
I missed one
We
show.
just didn't see you.
I missed one show.
You're our OVO insider, and you missed the Scorpion
because he was
podcast.
at the release party. He couldn't leave
Yeah,
the place
come
at
on,
one time.
Maul.
My bad.
And you let this nigga Shiggy come up with the challenge before you.
Yo, if Maul came up with this shitty challenge.
I think he might have.
No, I would never come from
Maul
Michigan.
did used to dance.
That was many moves ago.
Word, I know about Wait, there was choreography with the
Yo,
Harlem
why
Globetrotters?
y'all don't try to get to know Maul?
Maul
I used to-
dance
we had to
career.
dance in the choir. We was performing. We was
That's
still out
crazy.
performances, man.
I feel like I'm snitching if I get to know Maul. I kind of keep him at bay just in case.
I feel like I'm snitching. You ask me questions, you feel like you snitching?
Maul definitely had a choreographed routine, the Candy Girl.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Probably.
Yeah, 100%. But what's wrong with coming up with the shitty dance?
Nothing. I'm saying I would today.
Yes, you would today.
No,
Well, you see the rumor that Shiggy got the bag.
What
250,000.
bag?
According to the internet, which has never lied before, Drake gave him $250,000, and he's on Drake's Instagram right now.
There you go. I can believe it. I can see Drake doing that.
I think Drake can spare $250,000
Yeah, I can see Drake.
But why would he pay Shiggy to do it?
because Twitter convinced the
I mean,
world
that-
that he.
I mean,
made
that
the
was
song
a
number
great record.
I don't believe that.
I think that helped that record.
I don't believe that for 1 second because I'm sticking to my listen. I'm not talking about Drake and I'm not stalking Drake. Y'all tricking me into this.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking to my theory that they planned on that Michael Jackson record being the single, and then this other record. That tells me that they wouldn't have made a plan. I think that Shiggy Kid helped it pick up. So if he helped it pick up, I would think it's great.
Like, thank you.
Oh, I can see that.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, Shiggy, but that was because that kid Shiggy always does big. That just took off.
But you know what's funny about those kids that do shit like that? Like how many kids that did the Hot 97 one with like that one that took off.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's a skit. They're paying people to create dances that everyone's gonna do.
I know, but what I'm saying is, my first time seeing that skit, I didn't know that was a skit because I didn't know that kid did skits.
Same.
So that one took off, and then I saw, oh, this kid does skits. So I mean, they only need for one to take off like a single, damn near. And shit's a kind of
Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of people do that. Like 1% it works. Because there's a million people that do skits and have a pretty good following, and all the rappers give them their records and nothing comes from it. So it takes that song being that good for that to pop the way it did.
You say
Like
that.
Shiggy, if he does that with another song, the same dance, and the song isn't fire, it's not taking off.
You know why your point is wrong? Because we're having this entire conversation about a gentleman named that says that we're kind of familiar with this kid already.
I follow him. He's one of the few Instagram skit guys that I kind of enjoy.
But that's my point. I guess my point
Prior
is,
to this whole
my
drink.
point is, the niggas that I'm seeing doing this shit that work, those are the niggas I see doing that work. I don't really see all the failures. I don't see all the other kids that's swinging.
They're out there.
Oh, I'm sure. Listen, the attention is the drug that's popping right now. So I don't doubt it. Then wasn't we talking about something funny before this? Hey, so let me...
Thanks, fellas.
Alright, so listen, podcast listeners, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all because I'm sick of this shit. I have to start being more transparent than I already am. I have to start telling y'all the times and circumstances in which you record and get the job done. Because when I don't, boy, you guys are harsh in those comments. And you guys judge us. So let me tell y'all that we have been in Parks' house now for about 9 hours. And we are just starting this podcast.
They just turned the AC on.
Yeah. Normally, that makes for 4 gentlemen who don't really want to talk for too long. But
And 4 gentlemen would not pack a 7-day trip.
oh, and
Tomorrow.
that's the next thing. Listen. Podcast block. I got it. It's a real thing. I'm rolling.
Podcast.
It is, fam.
No,
We're doing a podcast.
After we did a podcast.
Then all of us are getting on a break in the morning when we normally drop the podcast.
Right now we're on the phone.
Our intern, Savon, is also getting on a plane somewhere.
Oh wait, is it
in the
going to be
morning.
posted at the same time?
I don't know when this is getting posted. I don't know who's posting it.
Because Delta Wi-Fi is not best.
Oh, we'll land. We will land. Yeah, Delta Wi-Fi? Yo, United Wi-Fi ain't that bad. I be killing United, but their Wi-Fi, they get it popping.
I flew United from
I'm gonna be
Chicago,
honest with you guys.
and it was cheaper than Delta, it was better.
United, right?
Yeah.
How did that not
I
happen?
was still in a plane that felt like I was in 1997.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yo,
That's crazy.
You know, you know what's funny? I swear I was just watching the Golden Child. And he was from the ball, and the people were smoking on the flights. And I thought to myself, that used to be a real thing.
Yes.
Like people smoke
Good smoke on the flight.
That is crazy that was really a real thing.
Why?
Like, imagine now you sit down and the person next to you sparks a cig and starts smoking on the plane.
No, it's
Well,
a
that
whole
would be
hot
the
box.
shit.
That would be the shit.
I would love it.
Nah, hell no. Fuck no. I would make it.
I would chain smoke with him.
I would make it. I would pass out.
You asked for a bus there?
You could have stopped it though.
I'm allergic. I'm allergic to cigarettes.
Oh, yo, anybody's allergic. Yo, when you
I am.
come around your dudes and gotta tell them what you're allergic to,
Cigarette smoke
Yeah,
gives me
kind of.
that's
cigarette
nuts.
smoke gives me a headache.
I don't want to know nothing you allergic to, my nigga.
But just the fact that was real. Like they was sitting on that flight smoking and I was like, that was that. I cannot imagine that shit.
Wait, did y'all see that story of the pilot last week? 8 minutes, and I hit the wrong button to get the air out, and they dropped like 20,000 feet.
Is that the pilot that Jim Jones fought?
I hope so.
The only pilot story I saw is that Jim Jones was fighting a pilot. I thought, why the hell did Jim Jones want to fight the pilot?
Right.
I'd be a little upset.
Jim
if they dropped 20,000
Jim
feet.
probably handed him the vape.
Fam,
It was a vamp vape.
if I'm the
It was a vamp vape. You know Jim got a vamp vape. So.
Absolutely.
the last nigga I want to see when I look over my shoulder from the cockpit.
Yeah.
Jim Jones cannot fit in that door to get through to the cockpit.
Because Jim ain't gonna come in there cordially.
Jim would have to move his shoulders like vertically to get into the
I
cockpit.
don't think Jim has ever walked in a room
Cordially, right? Yeah, that nigga's coming in the cockpit. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
All this motherfucking turbulence.
You gonna kill all of us. Talk about we falling. Wait, I was trying to talk about something important. Oh, let me start. I done started this podcast 90 different ways. I want to start by shouting out Elliot Wilson, because we totally didn't talk about him in his Will Smith interview last week.
Yes.
And I didn't even think about it until we did the podcast and it came out and he hit me and said, yeah. Y'all ain't even gonna talk about the Will. I interviewed Will Smith.
That was a big one.
Wait, but he hit me and I felt like a hater. You know how you do some shit
But the
and
thing
it just
is,
looks like you hating?
we can't, we don't, because this is, we don't.
Elliot, I'm not a hater. So
No,
let me
you
say
can't
that.
hate Elliot.
I honestly really just there was a lot going on
Listen,
last week, man.
He texted me too. He definitely felt some. He texted you too? Yeah, and then right?
Cause he's right.
No, you're right.
He didn't text
Because
me.
I ended up watching. I didn't watch it, and I ended up watching it. It's fucking phenomenal. And then the next day, I tried to get his address to send him some product.
Oh no.
And then he replied back, nah, still salty about the Will interview.
No.
He wasn't serious.
I'm not mad at him. Let me tell you something. If I interviewed Will Smith and the other podcasters didn't talk about it, Oh, that's a conspiracy, baby.
Especially
That they are hating on me.
when you see you cool with some of the dudes.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah, because Elliott's my guy.
Yeah, Elliot.
But you see what he did. He went and teamed up with the ops the next week.
Yo, every time you old kids say ops, I'm like, all right, who's the ops? What is ops?
The opposite.
Yo, fam.
Well, you know ops stood for opposite.
The opposers.
You are not telling me that the word ops.
You thought it meant cop without the
I didn't know. Yo, you kids are fucking losers, man. Y'all are so. Y'all slang is trash.
No cap.
Opposition.
No cap, you the ops.
Nah, my nigga.
Joe thought it meant optimistic. Why is everyone mad at the optimistic people?
Joe was mad at the opposition. Joe, who was it?
Big mad. Why can't we
No, I just knew
be
what it
happy?
meant. I'm not cool with it. I just knew what it meant. You're
The opposite. You are the opposite. You I smack one of you little niggas,
the
man.
opposing team.
Yo, if a nigga call me the opposition, I'm smacking the shit out of him.
That's a nice way of putting things, though. Yo, you the opposition, my nigga.
These niggas don't talk like that. Show me one clip of Young Thug saying, you are the opposition. Like, damn, that rolling. Wait, so that clout, big man, all these niggas slinging
like
trash.
Big Mad, though.
Big Man's cool. Nah, Big Man's hard.
I wish people were more big happy.
But it's just not a
When it comes to
creative
things.
slang.
Stop.
You. No, I'm talking about Big
There.
Man.
Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, no.
What's
What is that?
His son creative?
Oh,
I
you're
want my brother's
crazy.
son,
Oh,
but
man.
I don't know what school you're from. Yes,
No.
that's creative.
I get it, Method Man, but you didn't even spell it the way the son is.
I don't give a fuck.
That was hard to
creative.
get about. That was so.
What?
I say son more than y'all.
Matter of fact, we might have to bring that back.
Son is still here.
Son is not.
It's not.
At least in my circle.
Nah, the hipsters are saying it still.
For real?
Yes.
I gotta get outside, man.
I like son.
I love son.
I do think it's some old slang that should probably come back.
Son is there. I'm signing.
Is you in the right neighborhood, Dunny? I have to cut back.
Don't call me that. We can let that go.
A nigga call me the opposition, I might shoot him.
Yeah, that's what the ops
you the ops.
do. That's because you the ops.
No
You
cap.
see how it works? You see how it works?
You are the opposition. Yo, that is the word. Who is shortening these words? Cool people. I ain't gonna lie, op sounds way cooler than what it is. The opposition?
Yeah. Yo, this is a clip in itself. We should just teach Joe. This should be a segment. We'll just teach you slang.
Yo.
15 minutes out of every episode.
Cause you know why? I know I'm old and corny. So when niggas
Yeah.
are using these words, I don't be want to chime in like, pardon me.
Park.
Sir?
What
Yeah.
do you mean when you use it?
You gotta use context.
So I just wait to ask y'all, but we don't talk. Y'all don't talk like that, so it don't never come up. All right, let's move on. The opposition. Who was I? I have to know whose idea this was. Who made this up?
Definitely one of Maul's.
Nah, somebody
young boys.
show me.
It was one of Maul's young boys. It was one of Maul's
It
young
was
boys.
Jag.
Yo, if Jag is not your sleeper pick tonight at the live show, no, Jag is my guy.
Oh wait, let me shut up.
Jag came out
If he's
and
coming to the show. My bad, Jag.
The odds, man.
I'm not the opposition.
Good logic.
Yo, this is what happens when you've been here for 9 hours. I was trying to
And have no time.
All right, so Elliot Wilson, we're not a hater. Well, we're not haters.
Elliot's not. That was a big.
That was really big. Round of applause for Elliot Wilson because that was a big interview.
That was YouTube beat out.
That was the same interview with me and he just told Puff to get. Puff like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to do that shit.
So when Puff say,
Wait, no, it's funny. He said that about Will Smith, and then that happened. He might have told, I think he
Shut
might
up,
have
bitch.
told, yeah, man, I'm gonna go in there and interview Drake. It's like, listen, you'll never get Drake around. You're trying to come to me. He killed me in that day. Listen, don't bring me any fucking ideas. You can't do your stuff. All right, do me a favor. Get this little white boy the fuck out. I was like, whoa. Then a week later, Adam22 is posting a DM from him and Drake. Talking about they doing an interview.
wow.
Oh man, and I'm joking about that whole Ian Puff exchange. I don't want Puff.
That's kind of
Hey,
That's
the-
hilarious.
Don't bring me no ideas. You can't do the show. Fuck them.
It would love to put his little pink fingers on my fucking soundboard.
Get out of my fucking golf cart, motherfucker.
Thank you, big boy. Alright, so.
Damn, man, so lame.
New music came out. But
On your own damn golf cart.
Yeah. No, new music came out.
Boy, I want to be riding with you.
Wiz, Rolling Papers 2 came out.
That bitch.
Childish Gambino, Summer
I'm about to throw a bomb on your ass.
That's an album.
That's a cool little bit.
You got 5 seconds to get out. I'm gonna kill you.
Fab put a record out. $5. Somebody else. I'll figure it out. Yo, does anybody have Brooks rolling? And I'm only doing it because Malty's So I just want to call him. Send it to me. Call. I'm not going to start with this, but I do want to ask. I'll be wanting to call niggas when they get into their rant bag.
No, you can't disrupt.
While they in the middle of
I was gonna say, you can't disrupt the rant.
I really want to talk to them right after then.
Yeah.
Like while they're steaming. Brooks should not still be upset at me.
Because a lot of rants, you need the timing. If you take like an 8-minute break, you can't come back. Alright, y'all take really long to find it. No. R, O.
No, that's fine. Fucking, I guess we could start with, damn, Papa John's wild.
That's the second time he was wild.
No, he did wild.
Listen, the Papa John's thing, horrible the things he said, but it just showed me how many people ate Papa John's, which was weirder to me.
Yeah, I think I've literally ever had Papa John's.
I wasn't shocked that he was racist. I was shocked this many people ate at Papa John's. Damn, Papa John's is canceled.
Well, when you
Why were you eating there before?
Yeah, but if you think about a guy named Papa John,
That
I
sounds
would think
pretty
that
racist.
he's racist somewhere down the line.
You took the thought right out of my mind.
Yeah,
Come on,
John.
Papa John.
Puro delight. Hype.
That pizza is real bad. It is real bad. But pizza, you don't make
You can't live in New York and like Domino's, any of that shit.
That's like going to Subway instead of the deli.
Yeah,
Fresh
What do y'all
sandwich.
think about DiGiorno?
Nah.
Just
I'm
you
not-
would have
I'm
been in
not-
the suburbs.
I'm not big
But
on
DiGiorno?
Yeah.
DiGiorno
The
is
fact that
good.
you heating up pizza in your crib shows you
I
Shut up!
don't like frozen pizza. That's what it is.
Shut up. No te van a hacer ni puto caso, mami.
You come to New York, you gotta get a real pizza.
Yeah, we've had this conversation, so I don't want to do it again. I'm not as big on New York pizza as you guys.
Well, I had deep dish pizza again this weekend, and I can.
Mira, por donde estoy yo hay gente.
Love Chicago. Y'all are my people.
I thought he was going somewhere else with that.
Veo a varios gilipollas.
Deep dish pizza is trash. It's awful. That shit
What's
is
it for?
horrible.
Hitman?
I didn't think. I never thought that the pizza was by your grandparents' house in Chicago. That's what this pizza is for.
Why? They would think of
Got
it.
Maury's grandparents live in Chicago. Is that not the wildest sample pack ever?
Everyone else's grandparents retired in Florida. Mine retired from New Jersey, Chicago, Illinois.
He's definitely
It's weird when you're known, right?
He's Irish.
All right, let's start with this shit. Ball, defend it, Azalea Banks.
No, I won't defend that.
We don't know what should we do.
Granted,
Ya me cargué uno.
go.
Alright, make
Sí,
your
para mí.
wilding out pun.
I don't
Me
have one.
trajo balas y de todo.
That didn't look that damn sure.
Ya voy llegando, ya
Damn,
voy
I'm sure. I didn't
llegando.
even think of Wild Out. Azalea Banks went to Wild Out and Wild Out. That part we know. Cool. We don't need to report
No,
that.
acá a mí me gusta ir a un sitio contrario, ¿sabes? De ahí con todos nosotros, pues voy a ir a por ahí.
I'm gonna be honest.
Porque ellos no saben que estoy aquí, ¿sabes?
To be honest, I kind of feel like they were going to edit out
Yeah,
that
you-
whole shit until she reacted. Now they have to show everything.
Yeah.
They have to show everything. They have to show everything. the downside and the backstage price. I'm sure it's you.
No, seriously.
I'm saying. Finally.
Bueno, tío, que vaya bien. I'm dying. Somebody.
Para atrás, ven para atrás. Para acá, para cajita.
I want to know who a manager is. Why do they continue to put this? This woman's situation.
I'm laughing, but I have met her manager.
Is he like
Thanks,
a
man.
good
Appreciate
manager?
it.
Is someone who had managed acts before?
I was introduced to her manager, and that's all I know.
Oh, so you don't know the manager?
No, I don't know the person.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why is Azealia Banks always in these situations? I don't.
Her manager should take her Twitter, Instagram password.
But this is
stay on top of it.
This is what I'm saying. Like there has to be somebody in her camp that's like.
But tell me what you think the mistake was. Because many of people are going around now.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't.
And Azealia Banks' story is she went to Wild Now and was told that she did not have to participate in that particular segment, and all she had to do was perform.
Every recording artist. I don't see why.
It's a show about roast.
And it's a show about.
I think when I went on that show, I made the same request. I wanted to skip that and only perform. And I'm pretty sure that they agreed too. Now when I got there, it was a little different, and I was down because I could rap. But as a girl, I'm not saying she can't, but as a girl thrust into that situation, then you don't have to get down there with it. That is sexist. I didn't mean that way. That was horrible. I didn't mean it that way. As an unseasoned person.
There's a lot of sensitive rap.
No, but Azealia Banks.
Is she a sensitive bully though? I feel like you can't. She goes after a lot of people, and you have to have thick skin.
Oh.
This new era where most of the past
That was a terrible loss.
They're pretty sensitive. Like the people that be doing all of the
Sorry,
online shenanigans.
sorry, I had to see that one.
I try to hold my tongue because the second I say something, it's gonna hurt. Like if you're sensitive.
Well, a while ago, Big Boy had a little. There was a little uncomfortable exchange during that segment.
I'm always alright. I'm always comfortable when it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
That's your comfort zone.
Being there, I could feel that it was a little bit of a.
But you know what?
I don't remember.
Because he was sensitive.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
That's my point about Big Boy was the other act there when I was doing Wild Out.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't want to do the roasting session shit, but I ended up doing it. And Big Boy was on the other team. And I got up there and it was my turn. And I'm sitting there, I'm freestyling off the top of my head. I'm just thinking of whatever comes up first. And the first thing I thought of was to tease Big Boy about the lack of relationship between him and Dre.
Oh, okay.
3 stacks.
He was sensitive about that?
I thought that was like a very obvious
Public fodder.
And I kind of feel like they've always been good, so it is a joke.
And
like,
this is just a fun roasting show. Like it's like.
Dog, they say some wild shit on that show.
They kill Nick Cannon every year.
Holy shit!
It's Nick's show.
Holy shit!
Hey
guys.
Understand that's what the show's about.
They murdered Corey, and he wasn't even on the show. He was sitting in the audience.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Hey
roasting show.
So I said that line to Big Boy, and Big Boy fired back with a very warm Wu-Tang punch in the face.
Yo, what's up, man?
That's fair game.
Also, public fodder.
Yeah.
True.
And then Joe.
What's up?
Oh wait, I responded?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was the end.
No. Then you said, when is the last time y'all seen the Outcast be uncomfortable?
Joe tried to give him real bars.
That was all.
It was hard, but it was like, I was sitting there like, oh, come on, Joe. Like, come on, man. Let's keep it in fun.
Nah, because that
Joe said it was serious. Like, when last time y'all seen the Outcast uncomfortable? I was like, okay. This is about to go.
But wait. No, what's funny? I don't think the room really got the bar.
They did.
The room
I
didn't
got
get
it.
the bar.
I got it.
Yeah. But the rookie got it, though.
Yeah, no, he got it.
Nigga.
Yeah, he for sure.
Yeah, don't get serious, nigga.
Yeah.
Did that make air?
We'll get serious.
Yeah,
Nigga.
Don't get fucking started so you ain't even remember.
Nah, cause he made me mad again.
This ain't the black. I'm not the black team right now. Relax. Calm down, my nigga. He going a little.
Yeah, Dan the room is definitely the black team versus the white team.
Come on, my nigga. What's up? Relax.
Yo, Parks. Cut the beat.
Oh, shit. DJ.
Yo, I don't even know where
Save
that
all this,
music
by
is
the way.
coming
Don't even
from.
punch in.
Joe Spill show is property.
Oh, where is the music?
Azalea Banks got really upset. Some people are saying her.
Wait, hold up. What did Big Boy say after I said that?
It's over, Joe.
I don't remember what his response was.
Fucking right.
I don't remember what his response was.
Well, something just made sense that we'll talk about off air.
But I told you that.
No, you didn't. But
I
it's fine.
did. I said I knew what that was about.
Well, I don't even think I asked you what it was.
In the chat, I told you that. I said Joe was funny.
Okay.
Oh, y'all think that that's related? It's
Now
not.
I think it is.
It definitely is. 100%. You gotta know Joe to know that that's
I forgot all about that. So how would that be related?
You dig deep.
Joe ain't forget.
He ain't forget. Trust me, he ain't
everything.
forget. Whatever. Joe has selective memory.
That's a super fact.
Yo, you know what's funny? My friends, see, y'all act like some exes of mine, even though I don't have no exes. Niggas know my memory be bad.
On certain things.
No, my memory when it
Pick and choose. Pick and choose. Joe be bringing up shit sometimes that I forget about. I'm like, how do you remember that?
Right.
Because you bring up a lot of old shit. I'm like, word? You be like, yes, don't act like you didn't have it, nigga. You was there, we hopped out. I was like, okay.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Yeah.
So tell me more about Azalea Banks.
What's up,
I think
man?
she's dealing with, I think Azalea, because I always say it, I don't know if I said it on the show, but I say it whenever her name comes up in conversation. I think she's talented. She is. I think she's extremely talented. I think her star, she should be a lot bigger than what she is because she's just talented. And I think that her demographic and I think her the type of music she makes, she's a huge star. But I think she gets, it's a lot of the negative press that she receives from interviews, from social media, that kind of hold her back from that, and people kind of want to stay away from her because they feel like they dub her the crazy, angry black girl. And I don't think that's who she is. I think that she's dealing with things internally, maybe from, business things that did or did not happen the way she expected it in her career. But that's why I asked, who's her manager? Because I feel like she hasn't had that sit down and that rebrand conversation. And I feel like that's what's missing because I think she's extreme. I think she should be acting. Her music is big. She should be ruling that whole EDM club scene right now.
A lot of people took her house music away.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. She should be dominating that because she can really rap, she can flow, she has style, she looks great on camera.
So just that fast, we found the source of her anger. Yeah. Because if everything that you just said is true, then I would be angry. At the industry.
Yeah, but there's a way. There's a way to maneuver in that
2018 especially.
And when I speak to her, sometimes I understand how someone else would perceive her to be very angry. Kind of the same way that I think I used to come off very angry. But would you say that to be true?
Yeah,
I can see the comparison.
And I was really angry. I wouldn't say bitter, but angry.
Yeah, but when that's all you give, because we don't see her whole life. We didn't see your whole life to an extent. You only see the angry moments. That's the only things that are highlighted. So now your whole personality becomes this angry person that attacks other female rappers, other in the game. But she's controlling that. It's not like people are cutting up an interview. This is coming from Azalea Banks.
Right.
So she has to have some accountability there. I'm not gonna let her
I'm not
off the
saying
hook.
she doesn't have a reason to be angry.
What have we not never letting her off though?
Yeah, I'm not saying she
This is
doesn't have a
coming
reason.
from her.
I'm not saying she doesn't have a reason to.
And if she doesn't give a fuck about what her perception is, then fuck it. Go
But
ahead,
my thing
keep going wild. But that's what people think of you because that's the only bit you give of yourself outside of your music. And a lot of people just see social media. They're not caring about your music.
Yeah, and then my thing is, what is that doing to help? You continue to be angry and you continue to have these moments. It's not helping.
Let me just
So,
jump in
try
and tell you
something
what
else.
angry people.
She has to change her thing. Because she's super talented. I'm on record always saying that. I think she's super talented.
Agreed.
Super talented.
What is the English call, right? Never get too
I have no help.
hungry.
I can't sit here and listen. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Ha.
What were we just saying about? Hungry, angry,
I'm
lonely, or
dead.
tired.
That is so weak.
Yeah, because when you're any of those things, you can't think properly.
Right.
So, yeah, I do think she's bright, but I also do think that she's angry at multiple sources of like, it's spread out all over the place, and it comes out the wrong way. One thing I don't like about it, I don't like. All right, let's do it. Let me try to do a deep little fake therapeutic session. This is how I break it down. She does come off angry. There is plenty of reason in my brain for her to be angry, right? Angry people lash out as a first response. It's a first response to things. And normally, that first response is indicative of where that anger
Thank you, my
is
friend.
rooted.
Thank
So,
you.
follow me on this, Azalea.
Thank you for the save.
Azalea goes there. The joke exchange doesn't really work out. She leaves, and she goes to color.
And there's a... Yes.
She says, that's why I don't fuck with you black people. She probably worded it different. I'm going to go back to them. She laid out all her, I said the ABC, that didn't happen. I'm going to go back to fucking with my white people. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So already I'm putting that together away. Then she continues, and she lashes out at another girl who was on stage, who has not said a word. We don't know this girl's place in the story, and starts saying how the comedians were joking on her, the white girl, the lighter girl. This girl had nothing to do with this story, but you inserted her now in this angry rant. It's very telling to me. All of that in combination. And that's it. That's all I got. So I mean, so when self-hatred is a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that she hates herself. I don't know, because I haven't had those in-depth conversations with her. But
Maybe not to that degree. Maybe just insecurity. Because insecurity has a bit to do with hating yourself. To a lesser degree.
explain that to me. I
Self-hatred
think
is
there's like two different worlds.
Do you think that any of the shit that she does is on purpose? Like as far as lashing out on social media?
No.
You think it's legit, like
No.
from her heart and lashing out?
Yeah, I think she's one of the few where I kind of believe she thinks all of these things. This isn't an act to get attention.
She just lashed out at Nicki Minaj a few weeks ago. Nicki posted this video on her video. She lashed out at her very angrily, and I remember just a few months earlier, she was dating Nicki up, and she was there having like a bar. So I don't think she thinks these things. I'm with Maul. I just think there's shit going on internally, and that's that. But when you see her and you speak to her, like just under normal circumstances, it's great. It's perfectly fine. I like what Nick Cannon responded to that. Nick Cannon said, "Don't you hate when?" I didn't respond to it. Don't you hate when you create your own storm and you forget your umbrella? Then he went on to say, yo, I'm praying for you, Ma. You know, like,
said Nick Cannon can't
we not your enemy, whatever he said. But at first when I read that, I said, damn, he killed her. Then when I read it again, I said, oh, he's talking about him. That's ill.
Right.
I feel it.
Yeah, no, but that's, I mean, that's cool though. And again, man, I just want her to achieve the success that I want.
Victory!
Oh, so is that crazy? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm waiting for, because first of all, she's from New York. I'm gonna always represent New York town. But it's just like,
Yeah, but
how can I keep going to bat for her?
But I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is from personal experience as well. Once you ruin your public card,
Yeah, it's tough.
your records,
Yeah,
they damn near gotta be driller and off the wall.
Yeah.
Once you ruin your public card.
I agree.
And it works true and opposite. If your public card is great, your record could kind of be mediocre, and it'll start rocking.
Yeah,
Yep.
when people
They
like you.
fuck with you.
Yeah, when people like you, they'll
That goes all the way down to the building of the label. Like at labels,
yeah.
artists, if the people in that building aren't fond of you, or you didn't say hi, or
yeah, no,
they're not gonna work for you the way they do for an artist that may shoot them a text.
It used to be so confusing to me. Like every Christmas, fucking Rockefeller and they would send gifts to the whole. Oh my bad, mom. Like they had the whole department, their favorite people in the department, like gifts, like real shit.
Right.
I was 21, 22, like what the fuck? Why on earth would somebody be doing it? I didn't understand that till way later. I'm running around here not talking to niggas. Cursing niggas out, middle finger, suck my dick. Yeah, your record ain't spinning, my nigga.
And on top of that, they're praying for it not to spin, so you get dropped, so I never have to see your name fucking right.
Yeah, word. They hate working your shit.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's human nature.
That's
And,
Okay.
you know, music is weird because you're selling somebody. So if your product is a human being, and now you have to communicate in your product, it's the oddest thing ever. It's just a weird industry to begin with.
in most things, like people that are pleasant will get more opportunities.
¿Quieren callarse, perros? Hola, ¿qué hace?
I
Hola.
think that works in any type of industry, but for example, if car tires, you have to get along with your car tires.
You can be
You have to talk to your product,
And yeah, when you work in the industry
and
where
you're human.
your success it relies on the work that some people put in. You should be nice to those people. You should be cordial and friendly with and outgoing with these people. Get to know them on a personal level.
Shut up.
But then you look at the other side of the coin, you're now dealing with artists. We know artists are very busy people no matter what. And now you're telling them to go be social. Because a lot of real artists are very social. They are musicians for a reason. Now they have to go be salesmen?
Right.
That was my problem.
Like, what the fuck?
Like my problem at a label was they want to be.
Shut
I
up.
don't want to be a salesman. I don't know. All I know how to do is make music.
Right.
I didn't know that. I don't know how to market. I don't know how to promote. You do it. And then they didn't know how to do it. So then it's like, damn, if I'm 21, 22, and just learning how to make a song, and I don't know how to market myself, and now the label don't know how to market me. Niggas get fucked up real early. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk about on here. I want to talk about niggas getting fucked up early. And a while ago, last year on Everyday Struggle, I said that I was talking about 2 Milli. And, you know, he created this dance. He should have publishing on it, I feel like. And I was trying to figure out how you could do that. Would you have to be patenting the move? Like I don't know because I can't dance. But then that's a mistake, and it has to change.
Because it's an art form.
And somebody has to go to court to change it.
You're right. I don't disagree.
If there's one person, that can go to court and change it, it's 2 Milli. So now 2 Milli, and I don't play video games, but apparently this game Fortnite is a very big game, and apparently the Milli Rock dance is on that video game. They're doing it.
Okay, so I was about to ask you, you kind of answered my question. How does one monetize a dance? In that instance, I can totally see that. But like kids doing it on YouTube, are you monetizing it that way as well? I'm trying to figure out how we can do it. Video game all day.
Anywhere where there's monetization. Same with a song. If I do a song right now and put it out, and 10 YouTube niggas go pull it up, I'm gonna have my niggas rip it down, or it's mine. If it's my dance and you kids are monetizing off my dance, same premise. Send all monetization this way.
Yeah, but it's a catch-22 and weird with the internet there because more all the little kids people on their channels, and that's how it spreads. That's how dances spread.
Well, Rory, our original topic hasn't been tackled yet. I'm with you.
I wonder if he's
They
talking
should
to
figure. We got to figure all of this out.
I'm not saying
he's
either of us
talking
have
to a real
answers.
lawyer because the video game thing. That
I don't
seems
think.
like
I don't think he's spoken to a real lawyer. And I'm
you
guessing.
should. You should.
But
That's cut off to me. That you owe him money. Definitely.
That might be some type of.
no, they
I'm
don't
not
have
saying
a
principle.
lot
I'm
of
saying one
money.
principle, not a real law.
Well, yeah, but I think there might be something about. I don't know what that would be. There might be something in there. There's a loophole.
I don't give. Nah. No. No.
I agree with you.
No
that,
way.
I agree with you that things should be.
He can. The nigga's name is 2 Millie.
Right. Well, that might be his loophole.
Everybody in the world has been doing this fucking dance. It's been the hottest dance for the last 5 years.
And it's added to every new dance.
He's now off of his label and working by himself, him and his brother. I only know that because he told me that in a DM when I hit him and said, hey, you should sue them.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
He should talk to a real lawyer. 'Cause there might be something as far as likeness, using my likeness or something like that.
I think that 2 Millie can prove that he made that.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
I think he
it's
proved
called
it.
the Millie Rock.
Yeah, but I'm sure he got a video somewhere dated.
Yeah, for sure.
Dated whenever he was on that block doing that fucking day. He has to see, but this is the thing. This world, not even the world. America is such a capitalist fucking piece of shit place. He probably don't have the money.
No. And the people that he would be suing have the money.
For sure. Although I would,
And the people that should give him the money, he won.
I wouldn't be surprised though if a good lawyer would at least entertain the idea of picking that up on spec, just because it could potentially pay out a lot of money. So he should talk.
Listen, call Hove, man. Hove, man. Get 2 Millie, man. Help him out.
Or,
He's from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? That's something I can see Jay getting behind.
Beyonce did it in her choreography.
Jay should get behind. It's an injustice.
right.
Rappers need a union.
I've been saying
I don't know
producers
how-
need a union for sure.
We need a union. The creators need a union.
That's true.
Jay needs to do that. Well, that's what he did. He was trying to do something like that. That is really what Title is. Title is for us, by us.
Yeah, yeah, Rock Nation, they try to bring in as many people as they can.
Yeah, for sure. And get you as much money.
Nah, they bougie over there too.
Well, everybody got a little
Rock Nation, they bougie over there. I'm gonna end it, Maul. Take love.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I just like for you to jump in when I'm dissing Rockefeller shit. Let me see.
You were saying something about what the fuck you saying?
Oh, 2 Millie with the Fortnite.
About artists not making it or early fuck ups or something. There was something in there when we were talking about labels, keeping relationships.
Getting fucked early.
Okay, yeah.
That's my callback. It's 2 Millie.
Well, I'm half joking when I say you could be a rapper.
Designer.
Yeah.
You could be a rapper in the 90s and early 2000s and be a hoe, and your life would not be ruined if you didn't make it. Think about it now. To hoe, you have to get surgery. You don't know how that shit's gonna age. Your life could be fucked. To be a rapper now, to be like, hey, maybe I'll try this out. I gotta get face tattoos and a lean addiction? I can't go get a job after this. If I didn't make it in 98, I could see myself in the garbage truck. Like, your life is fucked right now if you're trying to be a rapper.
That's a nice little picture.
Although there are plenty of successful rappers that do not follow the.
Please don't sell a DVD. It's 2019. We're not gonna.
You still got their DVD player? Y'all threw it out?
I don't have a DVD.
Shit. My laptop
You don't have a microwave. You just never have it. But what did you do with it? No, I'm saying, no, when you were done with it.
No,
You were done.
no, the DVD player went from the DVD player to the PlayStation came out.
You throw away your DVD player on that. I just want to know because I had a bunch of DVD players and when it came time when I realized that it was useless, when I was trying to throw them out, I couldn't bring myself to actually throw them in the garbage.
Just in case you find it.
They robbed us.
I was moving out.
All they do is rob you in America.
I was moving out my old crib, and Sam was telling me all the shit I had to grow out. Like, all this dirty shit I loved, like part of my childhood. No, that shit the fuck out. them into my DVD collection. That's the last thing I'm packing. I'm like, I only toss this in. You have to save those.
The DVD.
So what?
Literally stream every one of these movies right now.
Type that shit in Google and watch it HD right
I was that guy that was collecting.
I did VHS. And I had to switch.
Yeah, I was right.
VHS DVD shit.
Roy doesn't look like the guy that was trying to do it.
Also, that's like not one position.
What the TV came from I got fucked up. No more movies like that shit don't work.
Hell, I'm going down. Hurry, over here.
It was like a significant change in like,
Oh yeah, sure.
like as a whole society. I think
Everything's
everything's
have
changed.
the thing with the little crank dial.
Hell no.
Like,
28.
Oh yeah.
that was like
I
before
remember
the box.
I
All
remember.
right,
I'm 28.
all
I
right.
was on the box.
Let's bring it back in, guys. Hey, this little stroll down memory lane is cool. Let's talk about Safari now.